Hey, it's Ambix0 with Photoshop tutorial number 2. Today we're going to be replicating the Twitter logo, and I'm just going to add my own little spin to it because I don't ever like to completely follow the rules. So, yeah, one thing that you might want to download is I just found through Google is twitterfonts.com, and they have what they say is the Twitter font, but for some reason you can't use E and S on the first one, and you need E and S with the second one. It doesn't make any sense. I don't need an E and S because I'm not writing Twitter. I'm gonna write Ambix0, but do what you need there. I'll put a link in the description. Alright, so what you're gonna do is open up Photoshop and start a new document. I'm doing 512 by 200. Size of the document doesn't really matter. Now I'm gonna give it this darker blue background just so that we can see. And it's really short. All we're going to do is create a new text layer. I'm going to write Ambix0. And I have a cool little add-on for Firefox called Colorzilla, which will allow me to pick colors like a color picker. And I was able to just get the Twitter color code, which is 33CCFF. Okay. Now, that's only half of the Twitter logo, but all you need to do now is double click your text layer and click and check off stroke, and then make the stroke white and increase the stroke size until we get rid of these gaps in between the A, P, and O. So yeah, like right about there seems good. And that's basically all there is to the Twitter logo, but they also have a drop shadow. But with my tutorial, we're not done. So what we're going to do is go to Layer, and then go to, forgive me, I forget where we're looking. Oh, here we go, Layer Style, then Create Layer, and what that did was it separated the stroke from the text, so it actually made it two different layers. So that actually allows us to work with them separately. Now, what we can do is, what Twitter does is they have a drop shadow, so it would be something just like that, but I'm actually not going to do that yet. So what I'm going to do is add this paper effect to it. So I went to cgtextures.com and found this cool paper. So what I'm going to do is get that, and I'm going to open it with Photoshop. Okay, there we go, there's our paper, and I'm just going to drag that onto here, and this paper is huge, so we may want to scale it down so that it fits our purpose a little bit better. Let me Control T and hold down Shift to make a perfect uniform scale. It won't go scaling in one direction and not the other, and apply it. Let me close my download window. Okay, now what we're going to do is let's create a second layer for this, just in case. I'm going to turn one off. I'll place this below and add a clipping mask to make sure it transforms to the white background. And then what I'm going to do is just turn down the opacity by, just a little bit. I guess like 80% is fine. Now I'm going to turn this one back on, and I'm going to add a clipping mask, and then I'm going to set it to overlay, or no, wait, we should probably do lighten. Nope, it was overlay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. And I don't know if you can see in the video, but that also added it to the blue. So if I zoom in here, you can see that it actually affected it so that it looks like paper. What I'm going to do, just so that you guys can see it better, it won't look as good as on my side, is I can up the contrast, or lower brightness. There you go. That makes it a little bit more apparent. So now we have this cool paper look to it. I'm going to add the drop shadow back on. I'm going to do the drop shadow from straight up. So that would be 90. And yeah, now we're done. That's the Twitter logo with the paper overlay to it. Short, easy, very beginner tutorial. rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one.